Good afternoon and welcome you back here to Cleveland, Mississippi, the 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series continues. This is the Coach Pitch Pool 1 play. Once again, our third and final pool play game in Pool 1 today. It'll be between the team from Gonzales, Louisiana. They lost earlier today to North Carolina 14-4. And the team from Taylorville, Alabama, they defeated Regalwood, North Carolina earlier. Only game so far 10-2. Alabama 1-0 in this pool. North Carolina finished at 1-1 as they beat Louisiana earlier, lost to Alabama, and Louisiana 0-1. So Louisiana in a must-win situation. They could still be the winner of the pool or the runner-up. And Alabama with a win will win this pool, and North Carolina would finish as the runner-up. Here's Cooper Tomplay leading it off. Ground ball to first, and stepping on first is Joshua Bullard for the first out in the top of the first, just underway. The rest of the lineup for Coy Tomplay's Louisiana team, Coy Tomplay's team, is Cam Kluwat, third baseman, bat second. Pike Elisar, the second baseman, hitting third. Number 9, batting fourth is Tucker Miller, the catcher. Number 27, batting fifth. Jones Eckler, number 10, will be in left center. Hitting sixth to the shortstop, number 3, Cole DeSormo. Batting seventh at first base, number 42, Reed Murphy. Hitting eighth in left field, number 1, Brady Muir. And batting ninth is Cohen Tripodi. Batting 12th, or 10th, number 12, Braden Zeller. That is hit into left field for a base hit by Kluwat. Carson Roden, number 6, bats 11th. And hitting 12th will be Reese Cummings, pardon me. So Kluwat with a one-out single. Just underway, top of the first. Louisiana in the purple uniforms, the gold letters and numerals, the white pants, purple socks. Alabama wearing the white unis, so the white letters and numerals, white pants, the white hat with the red A and the Alabama A and the red brim. Their defensive alignment: Joshua Bullard at first, Preston Ashes at second, as Elisar swings and misses. Bowen Woods at third, the shortstop Kingston Trull. Miles Denson is defending there behind Coach Tomplay, the defending pitcher for Alabama. That's hit again to first. And again, Bullard will make the play himself, 3 unassisted, as Pike Elisar out for the second out of the inning. Moving to second is Kluwat with 2 outs.
Number 27, Tucker Miller.
Tucker Miller now about the rest of the Alabama defense. In the outfield, on left center, Connor Webb. Right center is Brooke Folks. Nick Garrett's in right field. Seth Harden in left field. C.J. England behind the plate catching. So 2 outs with a runner at second base now for Gonzales, Louisiana. Again, Pool 1, North Carolina's finished at 1-1. They lost to Alabama 10-2 earlier this morning. Defeated Louisiana 14-4 earlier this afternoon. Hit into left field. Will get all the way to the fence. And Louisiana going to take the lead as Tucker Miller will come through. Ball goes into second, and he's safe as Kluwat scores the first run of the game, and Louisiana takes a 1-0 lead with a 2-out double by Tucker Miller. So 1-0 lead for Louisiana on the RBI double there with 2 outs. Teams that have already advanced from Pool 2, Kosciuszko, Mississippi, defeated Searcy, Arkansas, and Lexington, South Carolina. They're 2-0. They've advanced. The runner-up will come out of the winner of the South Carolina-Arkansas game, which is coming up on Field 4 in Pool 2. It back to the circle, and the catch was made. As defending as the pitcher there, Miles Denson catches the final out of the inning. 1 run for Louisiana, 2 hits, no errors, runner left on. Looking also around the other pools here in the coach pitch portion of this Dixie Youth Baseball AA World Series. Pool 3, Nacogdoches, Texas, 2-0. They're advancing the championship round. They've won Pool 3 as they've defeated Goochland, Virginia, and Sebring, Florida by a combined 24-2 today in 8 innings. Virginia and Florida will play at 5:30 on this field. Field 3 for the runner-up position there in Pool 3. Pool 4, well, the champion there, the number 1 seed, Summertown, Tennessee, as they also pounded 2 opponents. They beat the team from here in Cleveland, Mississippi, 12-2 in 5 innings, and then 10-0 over the team from Gray, Georgia, the Georgia representative. So combined 22-2 for them. They have advanced as well. as the champions of Pool 4. Tennessee will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The championship round against the runner-up of Pool 2, which will be either Arkansas or South Carolina. That game is going on now as we speak. Texas, the winner of Pool 3, will play at 4 o'clock tomorrow against the runner-up of Pool 1. Whoever comes out of this game. And Mississippi on to play at 2:30 tomorrow as the winner of Pool 2 against the runner-up of Pool 4, which will be either Cleveland or Georgia. Cleveland and Georgia will play at 5:30 on Field 4, with the winner of that coming as the runner-up in Pool 4. So that's your situation there. As Tennessee and North Carolina advance from Pool 2 in machine pitch. Georgia's 0-2 there. They're eliminated. Arkansas and Florida have advanced from Pool 1, as Texas is 0-2 there. Pool 3 and 4 still pretty much up in the air. All right, here's the lineup for the team from Taylorville, Alabama, coached by Chris Harden. Lead off the second baseman, number 6, Preston Ash. Batting second, the shortstop, number 10, Kingston Troll. Hitting third and catching, number 1, C.J. England. Batting fourth is the left center fielder, number 14, Connor Webb. Batting fifth and right center, number 4, Brooke Folks. Hitting sixth, the right fielder, number 11, Nick Garrett. Batting seventh, and then playing pitcher, number 7, Miles Denson. Hitting eighth and left field, number 9, Seth Harden. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 27, Joshua Ballard, as Ash hits this ball to short. Throw is in time. Nice scoop that time by Murphy, as the throw across from DeSormo in time to get Ash 6-3. Kamari Smith, number 22, hits 10th for Alabama. Batting 11th is number 8, Chet Renault, and hitting 12th is number 34, Bowen Woods, who's at third base. Defensively for Louisiana, we mentioned DeSormo is at short, Murphy at first, Pike Ellisor at second, Cam Kluwat at third. In the outfield, Cooper Tomplace will be in the pitcher's circle. Tucker Miller behind the plate. Jones Ecker is in left center. Bradley Muir in left field. As Kingston Troll pops that. That's a fair ball down the third baseline. And the ball gets away on the infield all the way down the right field line. Troll will head to second. Now he's going to third. That throw will go back across the diamond. Oh, and now Troll's in trouble. Now he's going to be chased down, and he's out. Wow, how about that? Troll with a single. He ends up at second. The ball all the way down the right field line. He went to third and went too far around the third base bag. And by the time the throw came into third, Cam Kluwat able to chase him down between third and home. So now 2 outs, nobody on. Here's C.J. England, the catcher. It's a second diving play at second base by Pike Ellisor to end the inning. Nice defensive plays there by Louisiana. So Alabama did get one hit, but that runner was thrown out between third and home. That ball caught at second in the inning. No runs, one hit. Nobody left on base for Alabama here in the first. We head to the second. Louisiana 1, Alabama nothing. We'll return in a moment to our coverage of Pool 1 play here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Paul DeSormo swings and misses at the first pitch. Reminder, if you want to send a shout out for this game only, as DeSormo hits this into left field for a base hit. Please text 904-525-1324. You can see the number there also at the top of your screen. 904-525-1324 for this game only. So DeSormo with the third hit of the game for Louisiana. Reed Murphy, the first baseman, bats. Oh, I almost took his coach out that time. And Murphy hit that right back up the box. And Coy Tomplay had to get out of the way of that. Murphy's still up here. It's the third. Throw to second for the force out there. Foul ball. Bowen Woods is out. Throws to second for 1. So DeSormo out at second, 5-4. Fielder's choice. Murphy reaches first. So it is a foul ball when it hits the coach. Dead ball. Murphy had a shot right back at his coach, Coy Tomplay. So 1 out runner at first as Murphy is on first after reaching the fielder's choice. Brady Muir, the left fielder, back. And that's popped into right center over the head of the center fielder up there. As it gets past Kamari Smith. Rounding second and third. Murphy, as the ball goes into third, Murphy will score. Brady Muir with an RBI triple. And Louisiana have to run here in the top of the second. They lead it 2-0 as Murphy comes all the way around to score. Boy, this will really be interesting if Louisiana can cause a 3-way tie here. In pool 1. Long way to go here, but they now lead at 2-0. Cohen Tripido to short, throw across, got him, but well, he is out, but a run does score. Throw across in time by Kingston Trull. Now we may have a short discussion here. Either way, the run does score. Mir scores an RBI for Trepido, and now Louisiana leads at 3-0. So 2 here in the top of the second for them. Now 2 out, nobody on as that's hit back. I almost got the coach again, and that time the play made by Miles Denson. Playing in the circle. The hard hit by Braden Seller throws the first in time. 2 runs that inning, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. For Louisiana. 3-0 to score as we head now to the bottom of the second here on JockJive. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. I need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. After today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. Go to the same spot you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want a DVD of any game of the Dixie Youth Baseball AA Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series, email info@JockJive.com and we'll get the process started. Bottom of the second coming up. It's 3-0 Louisiana leading Alabama. Running the first 2 in the second for Gonzales, Louisiana. No score in the third on field 4 between Lexington, South Carolina, and Searcy, Arkansas. It's a huge game for both as the winner will advance as the runner-up in Pool 2. The loser will be in the consolation bracket. And again, the third place teams from these brackets all will play tomorrow in a consolation bracket. Connor Webb, the left center fielder, leads off. The bottom of the second. This is outside. A very windy day here in Cleveland, Mississippi, located in west-northwest Mississippi and in the Delta. The Delta State University as well. Far from the Mississippi River and 10 miles from Arkansas. Hit up the middle into center field by Webb for a base hit, but They've seen the wind really moving out towards right field here on this field 3 at Bearpin Park. It's moving out towards left field. But it's been a breezy day, but a sunny day. In fact, even less clouds than we had earlier. It's been beautiful weather all day after heavy storms moved through last night around 9, 10 o'clock for a couple hours. But it's about warm but nice weather. A little bit cooler than normal for this time of year, late July here in this area. Folks now up. Brooke Folks with nobody on, runner at first. Needed good weather today, and we've had it with all these games going on. 6 games on 4 fields, 24 in total. Line drive into left field, another hit. So back-to-back hits for Alabama. They had 17 this morning in the win against North Carolina. They've got 3 now in this game. First to second, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. So long way to go here. Louisiana up 3-0. But Alabama, 17 hits. They had a 6-run fifth today to pull away and knock off Regalwood, North Carolina, 10-2. North Carolina then rebounded with a 14-4 win over Louisiana. Earlier this afternoon, a game Louisiana made probably 8 or 9 errors. It was unofficially. Had a tough game defensively. Nick Garrett, the right fielder, and he'll bloop that into left field as well. Throw will come to third. Oh boy, collision at third. As we'll see if Webb is okay. He took a hard hit going into Clem Kluwat at third, and we're going to have a break here as Webb was safe. But a hard collision there at third. The bases would be loaded with nobody out as Garrett gets the 3rd hit in a row, blooping that into left field. He's okay. I'm the smallest player on the field. Bases loaded, nobody out. Miles Denson coming up. It's the Alabama representative from Taylorville, Alabama. Louisiana representative from Gonzales. That misses low to Denson. And again in this Dixie Youth Baseball AA Coach Pitch World Series as Denson flies that into left center. Coming on and making the catch is Jones Ecker, but that will be enough to score. Webb with the first run of the game for Alabama. Sac fly, RBI for Denson. And it's now 3-1 as Alabama gets a run back here in the bottom of the second. Still first and second, only 1 out. And it is a 15-run rule after 3 innings, 10-run rule after 4 innings. Everyone bats 1 through 12. You only get 5 pitches or no walks. You either got to get a hit or a strikeout, as that is popped down the left field line by Seth Harden, and that will get foul. Just out of play down that left field line. Hit to second on a hop. Go to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time, and that will. Oh, runner coming to the plate, and now it's dropped. Another runner will head to second base. After all that, fielder's choice. 4-6. Garrett is out at second base. Folks moves to third, and then Harden goes all the way to second. So now 2 outs. Second and third, 2 outs now for Alabama. It'll be Joshua Bullard to bat. So the time when there is at second. Hit to short on a hop. Comes up quickly there. And a good throw across made by DeSormo to end the inning as Bullard hit it well, but right at the shortstop. Alabama does pick up 1 on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left on base. As we head to the 3rd inning, our score. We're live from Cleveland, Mississippi. It's 3-1. Louisiana leading Alabama. And we'll return in a moment here on JockJive.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
And we start the top of the third with a bobble at shortstop. Kingston Troll for Alabama can't come up with it, so Carson Roden will reach on the air at short. Leadoff hitter on in the top of the third for Louisiana. They had a run in the first, two in the second. Alabama with a run in the bottom of the second. Louisiana leading at 3-1. This time it's hit to short again. Troll will flip to second for one. Throw to first, not quite in time to get Reese Cummings. Fielder's choice 6-4. Roden is out. Cummings at first with one out. Another update for machine pitch. It was South Carolina 10, Alabama nothing on field 2. Robert Williamson had the call there. So pool 4 now getting interesting. Alabama finishes 1-1 after they beat Cleveland earlier today. South Carolina 1-0, Cleveland 0-1. They'll play at 5:30. So South Carolina can wrap that up with a win. That would advance Alabama, or if Cleveland beats South Carolina, we'd have a three-way tie there at 1-1, and then they'd have to go to a tiebreaker. Hit all the way to the fence in right field. Speaking of that, Louisiana can force that as well here in pool 1 of coach pitch. Throw will come in too late. As coming in to score, Reese Cummings, it's Cooper Tomplay with an RBI double as we go back to the top of the order for Louisiana, all to the way to the fence in right field. And Louisiana adds a run here in the top of the third. They now lead at 4-1. And if Louisiana wins this game, they will force a three-way tiebreaker between Alabama, North Carolina, and Louisiana here in pool 1 of coach pitch. Meanwhile, on pool 2, South Carolina 4, Arkansas nothing. Down in the third, Chuck Sebastian with the call there on field 4. Again, Kosciuszko, Mississippi. Mississippi's already clinched pool 2. Lexington, South Carolina with a win would be the runner-up. Searcy, Arkansas would be the third-place team. Is line to short. Troll makes the catch and nearly doubles off Tom Play. Kluwat lines out to short, 2 outs. South Carolina, if they hold on, would be the runner-up there in pool 2. And would eliminate Arkansas. Actually, would not eliminate them, move into the third-place games tomorrow. So 2 outs now with a runner at second. Here is Pike Elizor, who not his first time up. 4:28 Central here in Cleveland, Mississippi. Popped up, and again, Troll, the shortstop, makes the catch to end the inning as he makes all 3 putouts there in the top of the third. Louisiana, though, adds a run. Big error in that inning as well on the shortstop. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the third. Louisiana leading Alabama 4-1. And we'll return to Cleveland, Mississippi in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we move to the bottom of the third. Alabama down 4-1. Murray Smith leads it off, lines it foul over the Alabama dugout third base side. 10, 11, and 12 here for Taylorville, Alabama, in the bottom of the third. They trail 4-1. Louisiana with a run in each of the first 3 innings. One in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Alabama with a run in the bottom of the second. They trail at 4-1. One more game left on this field. Pool 3 scheduled for 5:30 between Florida and Virginia. The winner there will be a runner-up as that's hit to third. Runner-up to Nacogdoches, Texas in Pool 3. Good play at third there by Cam Kluwat over to first. And Smith is out 5-3 for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Chet Renaud. Chet Renaud now will bat. Coming up in August on JockJive.com, the AAA Ozone and Majors Dixie Youth World Series, Dixie Baseball World Series, Georgia Military College Football, Navarre Football, Great American Rivalries, and so much more. Plus this fall, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball. Plenty of high school football, the ACCC game of the week, and more. A litany of reasons you need to come back to JockJive.com often. Fouled off there by Renaud. He has a 1-1 count. Renaud pops it up and playable on the infield behind second base. Pike Ellisor makes the catch for the second out. Looking at the tiebreaker, it says if all teams finish tied 1-1 in pool play. Tiebreaker rules will award the pool winner to the team allowed the least number of runs in pool play. Right now, North Carolina has allowed 14. Louisiana has allowed 15, and Alabama has allowed 6. So if they all finish 1-1, Alabama would be that team right now. Is hit to short, and DeSormo across in time gets Sperlin Woods 6-3, and Alabama goes 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third. Keep taking a look at this as we go to the top of the fourth with the score 4-1, but Alabama right now has allowed the least number of runs in pool play. The runner-up will be determined by the head-to-head between the remaining 2 teams, which would be between North Carolina and Louisiana, and that would give North Carolina the edge because they beat Louisiana earlier today. So this were to hold up like this, unless Louisiana obviously can score more runs, Alabama still would win the pool 1, and North Carolina would be the runner-up. So Louisiana needs to win and get some more runs here. Obviously, if Alabama were to come back and win, that would all be moved as they would win Pool 1. North Carolina would be the runner-up. So a lot to be decided here as we go to the top of the fourth. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for Gonzales, Louisiana. They lead 4-1. Virginia up on Louisiana on field number 1, Pool 3 right now. Big games coming up on this field and on field 4 to decide runners-up in pools 3 and 4. And the pool 2 runner-up will also be decided between South Carolina and Arkansas right now. South Carolina leading that 4-0 in the third. Tucker Miller doubled, scored in the first inning. Leads off the top of the fourth. Interesting having pool play like that, and then everything starts over tomorrow with championship play. That is fouled off by Miller. Teams that have been, we know will be in the third place bracket tomorrow. Machine pitch Pool 1, Mount Pleasant, Texas are 0-2. Pool 2, Thomaston, Georgia 0-2. And that's it right now. Everyone else still has a shot at either to be a runner-up or to win their pools. And those were only 2 that were eliminated in machine pitch. fouled off there. Miller with a 1-1 count. It's that into center field, and it'll get past. Diving attempt by Webb all the way to the fence in center. Miller heading into second. Throw's going to be close, but it's not in time. Miller has 2 doubles in the game and 2 at-bats. So 6th hit of the game for Louisiana. Leadoff double by Tucker Miller here in the top of the 4th. See the shadows starting to creep in a bit. Still a lot of daylight. It's only 4:35 here Central Time in the afternoon in Cleveland, Mississippi. And again, the skies are pretty blue, just some puffy white clouds. Breezy, though, and still blowing in at times towards right center field. Jones Ecker popped to the pitcher his first time. Hits this to second, and throw to first will be made by Preston Ash. Miller does move to third, though, with 1 out, so he's back at scoring position. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Cole DeSormo, who singled, was forced out in the 2nd inning. It's a short. Runner Miller will head home as the throw goes to first. Now we'll try home, and the throw not in time as Miller bowls over England, the catcher. DeSormo grounds out 6-3, but it's another RBI on a ground out for Louisiana, and they extend the lead to 5-1 as Miller, incredibly fleet of foot, but he scores his first run of the game. 2 doubles and RBI, now a run for Tucker Miller, and Louisiana extends the lead to 5-1. 2 outs, nobody on. So with 2 out, nobody on, another run in for Louisiana. They've scored at least 1 run in every inning as Murphy fouls that back. Alabama's now allowed 7 runs today. Still would have the tiebreaker based on fewest runs allowed. The only problem Louisiana has is North Carolina beat them today. Hit to short. Troll, another chance for him. Throws across in time for another put out for Kingston Troll, and that'll end the inning. Another run for Louisiana, though, on 1 hit. That leadoff double by Miller. He later scores, no errors. 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Louisiana 5 and Alabama 1 here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Start at the bottom of the 4th with Preston Ash, the ground ball to second. Pike Ellisor makes the play. Ash, the top of the order for Alabama, out 4-3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1, Louisiana leads it. Here's Kingston Troll, who singled in the first and then was later doubled off. Actually, he was thrown out. He went around all the way to third on an error and then was tagged out going around third. Nice play by DeSormo going into short left. Shortstop makes the play and quickly 2 outs. So 2 outs. Reminder if you want to send shout-outs for this game. Virginia was about to beat Louisiana. Game still going 4-2. Hits the second. On a hop, throw to first. And England, C.J. England out 4-3. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Alabama goes quietly here in the bottom of the 4th. So we move on to the top of the 5th. Still 5-1 Louisiana here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we start at the top of the 5th with base hit by Brady Meary. Tripled in a run in the second and later scored. He gets his second hit of this game. Leadoff single in the top of the 5th. Louisiana now with 7 hits. They've scored in every inning. A run in the first, 2 in the second, a run in the third and the 4th, and they lead Alabama 5-1. Here's Cohen Tripodi, who grounded to short on an RBI in the second as well, as that's a little soft line drive. Nice catch again by Troll. Look at shortstop he is. Tries to throw across the double off Meir. Just misses that opportunity. So 1 out as Tripodi pops up. Final for machine pitch. Pull 1, Virginia 4, Louisiana 2. So now that's actually pull 3. So now that stands Mississippi, Columbia, Mississippi 1-0. Appomattox, Virginia ends up 1-1. And that was the first game for Sterlington, Louisiana. They're 0-1. So Louisiana, Mississippi will play at round 5. Well, it's supposed to be 5:30. That's behind. We still have another game, Arkansas and Florida in Pool 1, which, by the way, the winner there will win that pool. The loser will be the runner-up. The machine pitch is Mount Pleasant, Texas, already 2-0. So Arkansas and Florida moving on from Pool 1. The winner of that will win the pool. The runner-up will be the loser of that game. And then Appomattox, Virginia still alive. Mississippi can win Pool 3 with a win later. If Louisiana wins, that can force a 3-way tie, which could happen here. If Louisiana hangs on here in Pool 1 of the coach pitch, that could force a 3-way tie with Alabama and North Carolina as Zeller swings and misses there. Braden Zeller reached already as he pops that up on the infield. Second baseman plays it. Caught by Preston Ash, 2 outs. Zeller 0 for 2. So 2 outs. Meanwhile, South Carolina 9, Arkansas 1. Is that game now in the 9-2 now in the 4th? So South Carolina, that's Pool 2 of coach pitch. Lexington, South Carolina. Looks like they will advance as the runner-up to Kosciuszko, Mississippi, who already clinched Pool 2 earlier today. Ball loose in left field. Now what do we have? Everything getting loose now. Line to third, and it just gets past the glove. A fair ball down the third baseline. A diving attempt there by Woods just got by him. And Carson Roden will reach for the second time in this game. First and second, 2 outs. The inning will stay alive for Louisiana as they go 1 through 12. Reese Cummings, the number 12 batter, who reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the third inning. Slow roller to short. Troll will go to third. Short way there. An easy play as Woods makes the play at third. Fielder's choice 6-5, and that will end the inning as Meir is out trying to stretch it to third. So for the first time today, Louisiana doesn't score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and there were 2 left on base. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Louisiana 5, Alabama 1 here on JockJive. Need a sports fix 24/7, whether live or archived? You can get it on JockJive.com. We have multiple channels with multiple sporting events and shows for practically every level of competition. There's the ACCC, GCAA, Georgia Military Channel, Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Georgia Highland Softball channels, and so much more. JockJive.com for those with insatiable appetite. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. I need your help to get there. But when you like us on Facebook, we'll keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter, plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. I got any shout-outs for this game? Again, 904-525-1324, the number for shout-outs for this game only. I'm Marty Palmer with you here on JockJive. Alabama needs to find some runs here. They're down to the last 6 outs, or we're going to be down to a tiebreaker, which, again, according to what I'm reading, would favor Alabama if you're saying these runs allowed. Right now, Alabama's allowed 7 runs in 2 games. This were to hold up. Louisiana they're in trouble there. They've given up 15. North Carolina allowed 14. Lined fair ball by Connor Webb, leading off the bottom of the 5th all the way into the corner. Webb singled and scored the only run of the game for Alabama in the 2nd. He's heading to second. And, well, the ball again has probably gone under the fence out there in left field. It's the 2nd time we've seen that today. So Webb will have to stop at second, which is really too bad. With his speed, he may have been heading to third, but that's a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 5th. Machine pitch on field 2 coming up. Pool 2 action with Robert Williamson, Tennessee, North Carolina. That's Sweetwater, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina. The winner will win that Pool 2. The loser will be the runner-up. So both teams are moving on as Thomaston, Georgia, already eliminated, went 0-2 today, losing 12-7 to Tennessee, 5-2 to North Carolina. So that game coming up just underway is to see who wins Pool 2 and who the runner-up is. Pool 4, the last game of the day there on field 2, South Carolina and Cleveland. Ooh, hit to third, and boy, that ball, Kluwad is down at third. He took a shot there from Brooke Folks, who singled his first time up. Now they're attending to him there over by third. So we'll have a stoppage here in the bottom of the 5th. Pool 1 coming up, 4 o'clock, or now, well, it was the 4 o'clock game. Field 1, Mike Radout will have the call of Idabel, Arkansas, Bushnell, Florida. The 2 teams are moving on to the championship round. The winner will be the pool winner. Loser would be the runner-up, as Mount Pleasant, Texas eliminated there already. They're 0-2 today. And then Pool 3 game later between Columbia, Mississippi and Sterlington, Louisiana. Mississippi will win the pool with a victory. Louisiana wins. There'll be a 3-way tie at 1-1 along with Appomattox, Virginia. So it looks like kind of a scare there, but Kluwad is okay. So now Folks reaches. Alabama first to second, nobody out. May have something going here. Now 6 hits for Alabama. Here is Nick Garrett, who singled, was forced out in the 2nd inning. First to second, nobody out, with Alabama down by 4. Hit to third. Kluwat comes up, makes the play at third, and then he throws it away at second. Runner will head to third. Now that throw is actually closer than you realize. Runner will head to second. Garrett behind the play. All that started with a 5 unassisted fielder's choice. Webb is out at third. Folks ends up at third after all that, and as the ball was thrown away, Garrett goes to second. So 5 unassisted, and then the error allows the runners to move up. Second and third, but now 1 out. Miles Denson singled in the only run of the game for Alabama with a sac fly back in the second inning. Swings and misses there. Alabama still with 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Denson bloops it into left. Base hit. That will score Folks as Garrett slides into third. RBI single for Denson, third hit of the inning, and Alabama now within 3 at 5-2. Tying run coming up now with Seth Harden. So good chance for Alabama here in the bottom of the 5th. Now only down 3. Seth Harden reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Harden moves it into center. Another hit. Here comes Garrett. Throw will go to second. And they got him at second, actually, there. It goes down as a fielder's choice. Harden does reach, but out is Garrett. He had to wait to see if that was going to get caught. 8-4. He's out at second. Pardon me, it's Denson who's out at second. Garrett scored to make it 5-3. So now a 2-run game, and now you have 2 outs. Only the runner at first base. Alabama with 2, though, in this inning. They trail at 5-3. Joshua Bullard grounded to short his only at bat. It's low this time. 15-2 now in the 5th. So that is going to be South Carolina moving on. My run roll looks like hit to the mound, to the circle there. And that'll be Cooper Tomplay making the catch, throwing Bullard out 1-3 to end the inning. So Alabama does pick up 2 runs in that inning on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left on base. We head to the 6th inning. Louisiana hanging on to a 5-3 lead over the team from Alabama. We'll return to Cleveland, Mississippi in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on gets it.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Leadoff single in the top of the 6th inning. Tomplay leading off with a hit, his second of the game. He doubled in a run back in the 3rd. He's 2 for 3. Leadoff single here in the top of the 6th. 5-3. Louisiana hanging on. Now, South Carolina 15-2 over Arkansas. That on pool 2 of Coach Pitch on field 4. So it looks like it'll be Lexington, South Carolina, the runner-up there. Should put them into the game against Tennessee tomorrow, the pool 4 winner, at 4 o'clock on field 4. Here on this field at 4 o'clock would be Texas, as that's hit into left field against the pool 1 runner-up. Still to be determined as there's another hit Cam Kluwat, his second hit. He singled, scored back in the first. He's now 2 for 3. And Louisiana, first and second, nobody out. Louisiana now has 10 hits.
At the plate, number 9, Pike Elazar.
There's Pike Elazar. To second, and they'll go to second for 1. Runner's coming home. Throw to the plate will not be in time. Ball was hit to second. Ash flipped it to the shortstop Troll as Elazar, a 4-6 fielder's choice. Kluwat was out at second, and Tom Play came all the way around to score from second. Well, this Elazar ended up at second. The run makes it 6-3. Well, why is Tom Play back at third? Let's wait and see the call here. Runners are standing at second and third. That's Elazar at second. Kluwat was out at second, so there would be 1 out. We're waiting to see what the call at home was. Our home plate umpire John Mosley. Philip Doris is on the bases for this game. Oh, that Gonzalez would like this run. It would make it 6-3. Bottom of the 6th, Alabama will have the 10, 11, and 12 hitters due up, but only down 2 now after getting 2 in the bottom of the 5th. So, umpires still talking this over. Now talking to Coy Tom Play. Throw was late. Tom Play had scored. That would be Cooper Tom Play. But, well, it's going to stay with that. Second and third, 1 out, so no runs scored there. Not sure if we had a dead ball. I don't know what was going on, but John Mosley was signaling third base, so that's where Tom Play goes back to. Elazar ends up at second.
At the plate, 27, Tucker Miller.
Tucker Miller today has 2 doubles, also an RBI and a run scored. And picks up again here in Cleveland at Bearpin Park as that's hit foul on the first base side out of play over the dugout. A beautiful day, though, as far as if you want to get sun. Weather has been perfect here. Approaching 5 o'clock Central Time in Cleveland. Apparently they're being told via text that the coach pitcher was in the way there. See that popped up by Miller, diving attempt by England, and he could not quite come up with it. All right, well, thanks for that info. Didn't see it the first time around. That was the call. Miller fouls it back. Get up the middle, and they're going to get the run in anyway. To center field, Miller with 3 hits. Rounding third is Elazar. The throw coming in, it gets away, and Elazar jumps over the catcher Miller now halfway down to third base. He'll head back to second. His third hit of the game now has 3 RBI. Huge 2-run hit up the middle. And that will give Louisiana now a 7-3 lead. Tom Play scoring along with Ellisor. 2 big runs there as Miller with his third hit of the game. 7-3 now here in the top of the 6th. We're at second with 1 out. Jones Ecker is 0 for 2 and flies that into center field. Coming over, and Connor Webb makes that catch as Ecker flies out to the left center fielder. 2 outs as the runner heads back to second. Well, let's see. We're looking at tiebreakers again. Alabama's now allowed 9 runs. Going by that, Louisiana has allowed 17. North Carolina 14. So Alabama still has a healthy lead if that's the tiebreaker, which we seem to think it is. Popped up, and it is caught at second. That was the third out of the inning anyway, as DeSormo pops up to Ash during the inning. 2 more runs, so for Louisiana on 2 hits. 1 big error. Actually, there were no errors, pardon me. There were 3 hits in that inning, and 1 runner left on base. Last chance for Alabama, bottom of the 6th. They trail 7-3. Back in a moment here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. For 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Right, bottom of the 6th, it's 7-3. Louisiana now with 2 more in the top of the 6th. They scored in every inning but the 5th. A run in the first, 2 in the second, a run in the third and the 4th. And then 2 in the 6th. Alabama with a run in the second and 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Kamari Smith leads it off. Well, the tiebreaker we're looking at right now would still put Alabama and North Carolina through. North Carolina winning head-to-head with Louisiana earlier today, 14-4, and Alabama North Carolina 10-2 this morning. So Louisiana trying to put all 3 teams here at 1-1. Louisiana played just a tough game earlier this afternoon. I think they had unofficially 8 or 9 errors in that game. They played much better this afternoon. Good defense all around, and they've led Alabama from the start of this game. Ooh, Smith, tough pitch to swing at there. It went up and inside on him. He did swing at it, and it's 1-2. Get to second, and Bombledo throws the first, plenty of time for Ellisor to throw over, and that's 1 out and in the bottom of the 6th. Now Jet Renault, again, 1 more game coming up here on this field, Field 3. With myself, Marty Paulman, is our Pool 3 final game of the day between Sebring, Florida, and Goochland, Virginia. Winner will finish as the runner-up in Pool 3 to Nacogdoches, Texas. Loser will go to the 3rd place games tomorrow. That is a final in 5 innings. South Carolina 15-2 over Arkansas. Popped up, and did he catch it? Nope. Ball popped out of the glove. Of Tom Play. So Jet Renault will reach with 1 out. So South Carolina 15-2 is the final in 5. Arkansas into the third place round tomorrow. South Carolina is the runner-up there to Mississippi in Pool 2. One more game there. Georgia and Cleveland will decide the runner-up in Pool 4 behind Summertown, Tennessee, was already wrapped up with wins today over Cleveland, Mississippi, and Gray, Georgia. Bowen Woods today on one at bat, grounded to short. He's 0 for 1. 2-1 the count here. Alabama tries to get something going with the top of the order coming up. Hits the third note and bounced off the third baseman. Boy, again, it got a piece of Kluwat. He's having a rough couple innings, and the third and second will not be in time. Tough hop there. Back-to-back errors for Louisiana. Now Alabama has first and second, one out. Machine pitch has been behind a little bit. Field 1 still has 2 games to go. I have not started that 5th game between Arkansas and Florida. Field 2, they're underway for their 5th game. North Carolina, Tennessee, that's Pool 2. Pool 1 is Arkansas and Florida. The winner there, again, will win Pool 1. North Carolina, Tennessee, same scenario. The winner there will win Pool 2. Both are moving on. As Georgia's already been eliminated from Pool 2, will be in the third place game tomorrow in Pool 1, Texas. So it's popped up again. This time, Tom Play will come over. The pitcher makes the catch on his way to first base, and now there are 2 outs as Preston Ash pops up, top of the order. He ends up 0 for 3, and now it's going to be up to Kingston Trull, who has singled pop to short. That misses. Trull pops that up. Makes it into center field. Throw to second, not in time. So now Trull with a hit. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. So C.J. England is the tying run. We get the tying run to the plate. England today is 0 for 2.
Alabama, number 1 is C.J. England.
So now England up. As hit to short. The Sormos throw, it gets away. That's going to score at least 2. And a third runner around third, and he will stop. Trull will stop at third. England to second. An error on the shortstop. Third error of the inning. This game is still going, and now you got the tying run at second with 2 outs. 2-run score on what could have been the final out of the game. 2 outs, second and third.
At the plate, number 14, Gunnar Webb.
So now, a meeting with Coach Tom Play and his team. 7-5 the score. Now, a reminder, if Alabama can come back and win this game, they will win Pool 1. Eliminating Louisiana. North Carolina would be the second, the runner-up. Louisiana would be in the third place consolation bracket tomorrow. This is huge here with the Gunnar Webb up. He is 2 hits. He singled, scored in the second, doubled, and was forced out at third in the 5th inning. So that 2-run, 2-out error is the second error of the inning for Louisiana. They've really been playing well defensively after a rough game against North Carolina earlier today. That's inside. Alabama down to their final out, but now trailing at 7-5. They won earlier today 10-2 against North Carolina. That's a fair ball down the third base line. Here comes Trull. England will stop at third. No, he's coming now. The throw to the plate, and England will have to scurry back to third, and he will. No throw back by the catcher, Braden Zeller, as Troll scores. It's 7-6 now. England is the tying run at third, and going to second with that throw into third is Connor Webb. He's the winning run. So second and third, 2 outs. And how about this? A 3-run inning for Alabama, and all this coming with 2 outs. They were down to their last out, and then a throwing error by the shortstop DeSormo scored 2. This is Brooke Folks. He has 2 hits today. Singled in the second, singled and scored in the 5th. That misses 1-0. It's the best game we've had on this field today. We've had a couple run rule games, a couple of 10-run games. Boy, he got a hold of that, but fouled on the left field line out of play, 1-1. Alabama with 2 in the bottom of the 5th. They scored 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Louisiana got 2 in the top of the 6th, but a wild last inning and a half. This was a 5-1 game for a while. 2 in the bottom of the 5th for Alabama made it 5-3. Louisiana got 2 in the top of the 6th. They go up 7-3. Alabama with 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the winning run at second. Folks into left field. It's dropped! Dropped in left field. Here comes the winning run around third. Webb, the throw is got him at home. It's in time. Oh my goodness. What that means is we're going to extra innings. After all that, as the ball was dropped in left field by Brady Meir, he catches that, the game ends. England scored. Webb was coming streaming around to home, but he is out at the plate. The throw was right on the money. The tag by Zeller. And we are going to extra innings tied at 7. Alabama with 4 runs there in the bottom of the 6th. All that coming with 2 outs, but they don't get the winning run home, so that means we play on to the 7th. 4 runs, 2 hits. 3 hits, 3 errors in the inning, 1 left on base. Doesn't matter, we're playing on, and we'll be back in a moment.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving kick by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Marty Paulman back on JockJive, and it looks like Louisiana has. It was actually DeSormo up. And he had a base hit in the left field, but according to the lineup, Reed Murphy should have been hitting. DeSormo was the last out in the top of the 6th, though. With all the craziness happening in the top of the 6th, on the bottom of the 6th, I don't know if Coach Tomplay forgot his lineup. 7-7 in the 7th. Alabama with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th, all with 2 outs. Really sure what the discussion is here. I got it right here on my scorecard. DeSormo was the 3rd out there in the top of the 6th. Now, I think they thought it was a double play, but there was an out before that as Jones Ecker also flew out. So DeSormo was the last out in the top of the 6th. He just didn't realize it, apparently. Chris Harden pointed it out, the Alabama coach, and now umpires again. This has been, you know, we've had a pretty calm day here. We've had some blowout games, run rule games, 10-run games, and now we're having a crazy one here, as you would expect. Late here in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon here in Cleveland, Mississippi. First extra inning game of the day in any of the pool play. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We are trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. We need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated from scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a delay here while we figure out what's going on. What an inning, though, the sixth was. 5-3 going into the top of the sixth. Louisiana got 2 runs. They had a 4-run lead, very comfortable lead, but down to 2 outs. But in the bottom of the sixth, Alabama down to their last out. Ground ball to shortstop. DeSormo threw it away. 2 runs scored. Kingston Troll got a hit. C.J. England reached on an error by the shortstop. And Webb driving in a run to make it 7-6. And Brooke Folks, fly ball into left field, dropped out in left field for another error by Brady Meir. But Meir's throw home tags out Webb in time. And that's why we're in the 7th, as the Alabama team has decided to take a break. Why not? Because we don't have anything else to do right now. All right, speaking of that, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment here.
She's frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Hurts 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Hurts 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Coming up in August on JockJive.com, the AAA Ozona Majors, Dixie Youth World Series, Dixie Baseball World Series, Georgia Military College Football, Navarre Football, Pan American rivalries, and so much more. Plus this fall, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball. Plenty of high school football, the ACCC Game of the Week, and more. A litany of reasons you need to come back to JockJive.com often. Also, if you'd like a DVD of any game of this 2017 Dixie Youth Baseball AA, Machine Pitch and Coach Pitch World Series, email info@jockjive.com. We'll watch to get the process started after the game is over today. You can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. Go to the same spot you watch the live coverage to watch the archives again at JockJive.com. We are still having discussion here in the top of the 7th. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer. Need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook or at JockJive on Twitter. Plus subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, they were looked now twice. The Alabama book had Louisiana batting out of order. I have them batting out of order. The official scorer has the same thing. Louisiana's trying to say that the hitter's last inning, there was a timeout. And then that meant Ecker would have been up. DeSorma would have lit off the inning. Well, not really sure how the Dixie Youth baseball officials are on the field. Team has left what Alabama has. The runner was at first with nobody out. I'm not sure how long this is going to be a delay at this point. We're trying to figure this out in the top of the 7th with the score 7-7. Let's go ahead and take another break. We'll come back in a moment. Top of the 7th, tied at 7, as we have nobody on the field right now. We'll return after another message from JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, so apparently last inning what happened was there was a double play, a dead ball. So Jones Ecker was still up. You can see that. He ended up popping up to a double play to end the inning as Miller was doubled off second. So DeSormo leads off this inning with a single. Reed Murphy is up now. He reached on a fielder's choice, scored in the second, grounded out in the short in the fourth. So that's where we come back. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the seventh, tied at 7. Well, our next game will not start at 5:30, obviously. As Murphy hits it to second, tough hop, goes off the second baseman. Ooh, that may have gotten him up in the face, too. Oh, my goodness. Everything is happening in this game right now as that ball gets into right field. Well, we hope that Preston Ash is okay. That ball, a hard hit, 2 on a hop. We've had, I think, the third player that's been hit by a ball during this game, too. It's been a rough game all around, and as we now have been playing for nearly an hour and a half, first and second, nobody out. But, you know, this 6th inning by itself was crazy. Now we have, looks like Ash is up, and he's okay. So Murphy will reach. Louisiana, first and second, nobody out. First and second, nobody out. Here's Brady Meir. Brady Meir has tripled in a run, scored in the third. Singled in the 5th as well, 2 for 2. So Louisiana back at it here, trying to retake the lead in the top of the 7th. It's now 13 hits for Gonzales, Louisiana. Up foul first base side. Go ahead, run is at second. Runner also at first, nobody out. Alabama's never led in this game. They tied it with 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Meir. You got a foul, maybe a piece of it. 2-2. Again, you don't walk, so there's only 5 pitches. This will be the last pitch for Meir. Hit into left field and deep over the head of the left fielder, Seth Harden. This will bring in the go-ahead run. As scoring, Murphy follows DeZormo as the throw comes to third. They get Meir there, but his third hit of the game. It's a 2-run double, and Louisiana retakes the lead 9-7 here in the top of the 7th as Meir hits it over the head of the left fielder Harden, scoring DeZormo and Murphy. So after all that, Louisiana did get the runner on base. They get the 2 runs. First out of the inning, but now it's a 9-7 score as Gonzalez gets a 2-run double there. So back ahead goes Louisiana right after they were tied up in the bottom of the 6th. Cohen Tripodi now. Grounded out, moving a run in the 2nd. Also popped to short in the 5th. 9-7 here, top of the 7th. Louisiana back on top. North Carolina leading Tennessee 9-3 last dance, which would give Charlotte, North Carolina the Pool 2 machine pitch top seed. Sweetwater, Tennessee is advancing either way. Rack-handed at third, and there's going to be no play for Bowen Woods. Tripodi will reach for the first time in this game. So runner at first, 1 out. Braden Zeller hits a short. And no play over there this time for Troll. As Zeller will reach for the first time. First and second, 1 out. Carson Roden does have a hit in this game, number 11 batter. Hit into left center, and the catch is made. Boy, really got over the head of Webb. He makes the catch as Roden is out for the second out of the inning. Runner still at first and second. That'll bring up Reese Cummins. 2 runs already in for Louisiana here in the top of the 7th. Alabama coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Have Garrett, Denson, and Harden. And that will drop into center field. Coming home, and now England will go up the first baseline as heading back to third is Roden. Sorry, Tripodi. So Cummins with a hit. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Chance to extend the lead for Louisiana. Now the top of the order coming up, Cooper Tomplay, who has 2 hits. So now an error, 2 hits have loaded the bases again. Meir was the first out of the inning on the thrown out at third after he brought in the go-ahead runs with a double. May come as a surprise to you how affordable it is to have JockJive Sports provide coverage of your sporting event or sports team with quality streaming, offering a national and international platform to show off your school or sport. We produce everything from youth sports to the NCAA Division I, literally from every part of this country. Large productions are small, tiny venues are huge. We can and have done them all. And put JockJive Sports to work for you. Email info@jockjive.com. So now Cooper Tomplay, who has doubled in a run in the third, singled and scored the 6th. Chance to break it open maybe here in the top of the 7th. As that's fouled back. Away Alabama's been coming back, though. Hard to tell. The wind continues to blow here in Cleveland, Mississippi, here at Bearpin Park. It's a second. Oh, it gets past. Oh, and past the second baseman and right fielder. And this may clear the bases. Past Ash. It will score 2, though, as Tom Play will head into second. Error on the second baseman scores 2 more. And again, Louisiana with a 4-run lead as Poto and Zeller score there. Now it's 11-7, second and third. Still 2 outs. Tripodi scoring the first run there. Zeller scoring behind him. Cummins at third. Tom Play at second. Cam Kluwat has 2 hits. Scored a run in the first. It's a short, and it goes again right off the glove of Kingston Troll. Had a good game earlier, really early at shortstop. He'll throw to first anyway. That ball gets away. And another run will score. 2 more runs scoring. That was 2 errors on that play by the shortstop. Now it's 13-7. 6-run inning. As Troll went off his glove there, he decided to throw to first. And that throw got away as well, scoring 2 more. By the way, now that with all these runs coming in, this game going extra innings, Alabama, let's see, they've now allowed 15 runs. Louisiana has still allowed 21. They're out of it. In North Carolina now allowed 14. So Alabama's now coming up more. North Carolina would have the tiebreaker now. Hit into left field for another hit by Pike Ellisor. So you find Alabama tying this up and a chance to win it. This may actually be hurting them, according to the tiebreaker, as stopping at third is Kluwat. First and third, another hit for Louisiana. Still 2 outs.
Number 27,
Tucker Miller, 3 hits today. 2 doubles, a run scored, 3 RBI. If we're going by that, North Carolina would get the tiebreaker for least runs allowed. And then that would be between head-to-head between Alabama and Louisiana. If Louisiana wins it, that would go to Louisiana. So this may actually be hurting Alabama going to extra innings. 6 runs here in the top of the 7th. They lead 13-7 now. For Alabama tied it with 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Miller with 3 hits. Hit into right field and over the head of the right fielder. Nick Garrett all the way to the fence. Scores 1. Here comes another. Ellisor to the plate. He scored. It's 15-7. Well, Louisiana leaving no doubt this time. 4-run lead wasn't enough, but they now lead by 8. As Alabama's falling apart here in the top of the 7th. Miller has 4 hits in the game, 5 RBI as he hit that over the head of Garrett in right field. 8 runs in this inning, and now it's 15-7. Ecker will ground it to second. Go to first, and that is finally the 3rd out of the inning as Ash makes the throw to first. All 12 hitters came to the plate there in the top of the 7th. 8 runs score for Gonzales, Louisiana. They now lead it 15-7 as we head to the bottom of the 7th here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ground ball double play, second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Okay. I saw 2 fly balls, and I thought, yeah, that's what it was. I missed that. One out in the bottom of the 7th as Dixie Youth baseball officials are figuring out the tiebreaker. We'll wait and see what they say before we let you know. As Nick Garrett flies out for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Miles Denson, 2 hits today, is driven in 2. Alabama going to need 8 runs here to tie 9 to win near the bottom of the 7th after they scored 4 in the bottom of the 6th to tie it with 2 outs. And Louisiana 8 runs in the top of the 7th. Leads at 15-7. Marty Pullman here on JockJive. North Carolina on field 2 as that's hit into left field. There's a hit for Denson, his second hit of the game. Alabama now with 11 hits. And machine pitch, pool 2. Charlotte, North Carolina 11, Sweetwater, Tennessee 4 in the 5th. So North Carolina would win pool 2 there. A machine pitch. Tennessee will be the runner-up either way as they are 1-0. Both teams 1-0. As Thomaston, Georgia already lost twice today. This is hit to short by Hardin to second for 1. They'll get 1 there. Fielder's choice 6-4. And that was what happened in the top of the 7th, just to let you know. We missed top of the 6th when I thought was Jones-Ecker flying out to left center. There was timeout called, so I thought DeSormo was up with 2 outs. Instead, Ecker was up with 1 out again, and he popped into a double play, so that ended the inning. So DeSormo led off the 7th with a single, so that's what it was. We just missed that, and sometimes you're trying to keep score, do about 100 things at one time, and that's what happens. 2 outs now, Alabama down to their last out. And, ooh, that goes off the foot. Again, another player is down. As Bullard hits that off of the pitcher, Tom play. Man. Off his foot there, and we'll see if he's okay. As moving to second is Hardin. First and second, 2 outs. I think that's the 4th player that's gone down in this game that's been hit by a ball. They may have a coach, I think, hit earlier as well. And, you know, you usually have 1 game a day. That's crazy. I mean, you got 6 games, and this has been this game, the 5th of the day. The first 4 went pretty quickly. We had 2 run rule games in 4 innings, another 10-run game, another 8-run game. It's really been blowouts, but this game has been a little bit of everything. Pool 1 appears is going to come down to a 3-way tie unless Alabama with 2 outs can find 8 or 9 runs here. So we'll see what the deal is between Taylorville, Alabama, Regalwood, North Carolina, and Gonzales, Louisiana. But it's going to put all 3 in a 1-1 position here. As Taylorville, Alabama beat Regalwood, North Carolina 10-2 this morning. Earlier this afternoon it was 14-4 North Carolina over Louisiana. And here Louisiana up on Alabama 15-7 in the bottom of the 7th. Now 2 outs, first and second. Alabama down to their final out, but still alive. As Bullard gets a single. Kamari Smith now due up with first and second, 2 outs. This Tom play seems to be okay. Smith takes that pitch. Hit to short. DeSormo will flip to second. He does. Nearly bobbled there and dropped at second, but catch is made by Elisor, and that'll end the inning. Fielder's choice win the game. Fielder's choice there goes 6-4. Bullard is out, and Louisiana wins it in 7 by a final of 15-7. for Alabama in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base. So our final in 7 innings, it's Gonzales, Louisiana 15 and Taylorville, Alabama 7. So now you have 3 teams in Pool 1, Alabama, North Carolina, Louisiana, all 1-1. We'll wait to see what the tiebreaker is coming up there, as the top 2 teams will move on to play tomorrow in the championship round of the Dixie Youth AA Coach Pitch World Series. So there will be a consolation 3rd place for whoever ends up 3rd in this group as well. And by the way, the 3rd place team here in Pool 1 would play Arkansas tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Field 3. The winner of Pool 1 would play the Pool 3 runner-up. That's going to be decided in our last game of the day here on this field between Sebring, Florida, and Goochland, Virginia. That'd be tomorrow at 2:30, so that still needs to be decided. And then the runner-up of Pool 1 will play against Nacogdoches, Texas tomorrow at 4 o'clock. They've already won Field 3, or Pool 3. All right, that's going to do it for this coverage of this wild one. Thanks to our entire crew here in Cleveland, Mississippi at the Bear Pen Sports Complex, the Bear Pen Park. Final in 7. It's like the Louisiana coaches are trying to figure out what's going on, as are the Alabama coaches. But our final in 7 innings, Louisiana 15, Alabama 7. This has been a presentation of JockJive Sports. So long for now.